Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, The Midnight Adventures of My Cats. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it. No hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. It was late in the evening, and the air in the house had finally settled into a calm stillness. The stars outside twinkled like tiny lamps, but inside my living room, the true stars were already shining in their own way. My mother cat, with her gentle white and brown fur, had curled up with her little kittens in the corner of the couch. The kittens were snuggled together in a perfect furry pile, rising and falling with each soft purr and breath. They looked like a group of marshmallows that had magically come to life, except much cuter and far more mischievous when awake. Tonight, however, their energy had finally run out, and sleep had claimed them like a kind-hearted magician casting a spell. I couldn't help but smile as I watched their tiny paws twitch in dreams. Perhaps they were chasing toy mice or imagining themselves as jungle tigers. Meanwhile, the rest of the house seemed unusually calm. With the kittens asleep, there was no sudden scampering across the floor or unexpected climbing up the curtains. I could finally breathe, sip my tea in peace, and enjoy the illusion of being in control of my household. Of course, I should have known better. Peace in a house full of cats is always temporary. While the little family was peacefully napping inside, the male cats of the household had other plans. They were not the type to waste a perfectly good night on sleep. Oh no, they considered the late evening to be their grand stage, their time to shine. And where did they choose to perform their nightly escapades? On the porch, of course. From the window, I could see them gathered like a group of gentlemen in a secret club. There was one with bold gray stripes, looking as though he were the leader of the group, his tail held high like a banner. Another, a fluffy orange fellow, seemed to be more interested in the food bowl than any sort of noble adventure. Then there was the shy black and white cat, who kept glancing over his shoulder as if he expected to be caught sneaking out past curfew. Together, they paced around the porch, sniffing here and there, occasionally pausing to nibble at the leftovers I had put out earlier. The funniest thing about these nightly meetings was their seriousness. To a human observer like me, they looked like furry comedians with their tails flicking dramatically, but to themselves, they were knights on patrol. At least, that's the impression they gave, marching back and forth, chasing invisible intruders, and occasionally sparring with shadows. The orange one, having eaten more than his fair share, flopped dramatically on the floor, belly up, as if he were saying, "You warriors handle the guarding. I'll provide moral support from here." Watching this nightly routine, I couldn't help but laugh. Inside, I had a picture of pure peace, a mother cat and her kittens dreaming in soft harmony. Outside, I had a circus of male cats turning the porch into their kingdom, full of exaggerated drama and playful mischief. This contrast made my home feel like two different worlds existing side by side, one calm and tender, the other lively and comical. What struck me most was how natural this balance felt. The mother cat had her role of nurturing, ensuring the little ones grew strong and safe. The kittens, in their innocence, brought warmth to the household with their purrs and cuddles. Meanwhile, the tomcats lived out their adventurous spirits, showing that even in the quietest corners of life, there is always room for a little chaos. In truth, both sides were equally important. Without the peace of the kittens, life would feel too hectic. Without the antics of the tomcats, it would feel too dull. Together, they created a rhythm that kept every day unpredictable but never boring. As I turned off the lights and prepared for bed, I realized that this was the charm of living with cats. You never get just one kind of story. Every evening unfolds into a mixture of comedy, coziness, and curiosity. My cats had once again proven that they were the true rulers of the house, even when they were asleep, or pretending to be mighty warriors on the porch. With a smile, I whispered good night, knowing that tomorrow would bring another round of naps, mischief, and laughter. After all, in a home full of cats, there is no such thing as ordinary. In real life, the story of the mother cat peacefully resting with her kittens while the male cats roam the porch reflects a valuable lesson about balance in our daily routines. Life often demands that we divide our time between rest and activity, nurturing responsibilities and personal exploration. Just as the kittens need the safety and comfort of their mother, we, too, require periods of calm and self-care to recharge our energy. At the same time, the adventurous male cats remind us of the importance of stepping outside our comfort zone, seeking new experiences, and enjoying moments of freedom. In modern life, it is easy to become consumed by work, technology, or endless responsibilities, but harmony comes when we learn to embrace both peace and adventure. Creating a healthy balance between relaxation and productivity can help us avoid burnout while still allowing us to grow and discover new opportunities. The story encourages us to listen to our own needs. Sometimes we need to rest like the kittens, and other times we need to explore like the tomcats. By honoring both sides, we can lead a more joyful, fulfilling, and sustainable lifestyle.